Right, guys, and welcome to Back of the Internet. I'm Jay, that's Joe, and we are the Back of the Internet boys coming at you for the warm down after the Liverpool game. Joe, United 3, Liverpool 2. Talk to me about that dramatic FA Cup victory.
Well, back to winning ways, eh? That's how it should be against Liverpool. Give them a good dicking. No, you've got to look at it really, though, haven't you? I know we beat a good Liverpool side, but they're not the best at the back, are they? So you expect us to have a go, and I'm just glad we finally paid off. Really, about time.
Well, I must admit, Joe was happier about the result than I was. If looking at it from two different perspectives, if we would have gone out tonight, would it have been the worst result in the world, Joe?
It wouldn't have been the worst result, but with how poor Liverpool have been at the moment, and how everyone's been hyping United up, the media now hyping them up. We are as fans hyping them up. I think we needed to go out and beat them tonight. I think if we'd have come away with a defeat, I think it'd have kind of tarnished what kind of journey we're going on this season. So I think we needed to beat them tonight.
So this leads me into my second question. And I was thinking about this as we got to the 86th, 87th minute. Should we have played like this at Anfield?
100%. Should have had a go, but we didn't. We should have had a go. Shaky at the back, aren't they?
Mate. Fabinho, I think tonight, I think when we played him at Anfield, it showed the good side of his defensive capabilities. I thought tonight, when it showed us United actually getting stuck in, Fabinho is a liability and could quite easily. I mean, personally, I thought maybe have gone at one point.
Yeah. But when you look at it, their defence, both wing backs are terribly out of form. That poor lad who's been playing centre half with Fabinho. Where was he playing last season? Bloody some Div 1, Div 2 team. So, Jesus Christ. And he's up against Rashford and Cavani. Christ almighty. He just looks so out of his depth. And United attacked, and that's what they needed to do. And it just showed how poor Liverpool are at the back. If they don't score, with Firmino and bloody Mane and Salah, they're all over the place. So we needed to go out and dick him. I'm just glad we've beat him, really. Put Liverpool to bed for a couple of weeks. Just need to shut up and, take a chill pill and realise that they've had the moment and now take Van Dijk out of the team and fucking bang average.
But apparently, I was talking to one of my friends who's a Liverpool fan. You might have seen on Facebook earlier, Joe. It's been 4 years, apparently, that Liverpool have been there. 4 years. I think he's forgot it's been 24 months.
It's been a long dream, that 4 years, hasn't it? Jesus.
Since they finished second and first, and pretty much what I refer to now as paper champions. You can't retain it. Point winning it.
No, that's it, mate. They've finished this season. Not going to win anything.
Heads gone well and truly. So yeah. United 3, Liverpool 2 with goals from Mason Greenwood, Marcus Rashford, and let's talk about that man's cameo appearance, Bruno Fernandes.
I'm so glad he scored against Klopp and it wasn't a pen. I'm so glad. All they bang on about, he only scores pens. Fuck off, Klopp.
Oh, mate, he doesn't score against big teams either.
But shit house.
Hang on. And Liverpool a big team?
Well, they were, mate.
They were, weren't they? What did you say earlier before we came on air? What was it? Standard result?
Standard, mate. Back to winning ways.
So, Bruno came on. He took a free kick. To be honest, there was never any doubt with that free kick. As soon as he stepped up, it looked like it was going to be a goal. The commentators did make me laugh, though, when they said they put the tallest men on the edges because it looked like Fred was going to take it. In what?
Some of the commentary tonight, I don't know what you're watching on. I was watching it on BBC. Yeah. Some of the commentary, Jermaine Janus, it's painful, literally painful to listen to.
But mate, just while you're on about the commentary, did you not see the Chelsea game earlier when they were on about? It was one of the female commentators saying that Chelsea were coming away with 3 points.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, saw it. She quickly bounced in and said, "Oh, to play in the next round," but you just shock her.
It's got nothing to do with the fact she's female. It's just to do with the fact that she's bad commentary. Just putting it out there. So that leads Manchester United into a draw with West Ham next. Quite confident?
I'm quite confident with United going forward at the moment. Yeah, I think we still start off the games quite slow and we struggle to get going. Like McTominay was woeful first half. He only got decent when Fred came on, I thought. But going forward, I think we can take anyone on now. Apart from City, that'll be a tough game.
Yeah, City will be. I think that'll be the make or break game on it. If we beat City, then we're well and truly in this title race. If we lose, then I think that decides our fate pretty much. I can't really see anybody else stopping City apart from us. We are pretty much the best team in the Premiership right now. Well, the league's the best team in the Premiership, but
Liverpool have got Tottenham, haven't they, next week? That'll be a tough game for both of them. Obviously, City are out with De Bruyne for up to 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Leicester are out without Vardy, so it's all planets are aligning, aren't they?
Arsenal have lost to Aubameyang as well, haven't they? We play them after Sheffield.
Don't know who they are, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't know who they are.
One thing I want to touch on, and it's what we were talking about in the last show. We were talking about defenders, and I sort of backtracked a little bit and said, look, Luke Shaw had been playing well. But can I just highlight that it was the Luke Shaw of old today? I can't have been the only person that saw it today. For the first goal,
had a couple of moments where he was caught out of play, made the wrong pass, but mate, he's on another level at the moment. Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw's dick for a second.
Luke Shaw. I'm not his biggest fan. I'm gutted Tellers didn't start tonight, but he's on a different level. Luke Shaw, prime Maldini. You can't get near him. He's on fire.
No, for the first goal, I thought it was poor, really, really poor. Just marking, defending in general between him and Lindelof, who I also thought had a pretty poor game.
He did. It's not the strongest partnership for me. I don't like it. I get nervous every time I see Maguire and Lindelof on the team sheet. I'd much rather see Bailly going forward, but
Can you imagine how good Manchester United would actually be if we had a good centre-back partnership? Because we seem to have the midfield nailed down.
They'd be insane. They need a quick centre-half that's going to play every week. I see all this talk about Koulibaly. He's not going to come to United because you won't be able to play him with Maguire because they're both slow. Yeah,
at one point, Liverpool absolutely pissed through our defence when they pushed the ball through for Salah or Mane.
Yeah, it was bad, wasn't it? It was bad.
Yeah, neither of them could get back quick enough, and Lindelof's meant to be the quicker one. And even he couldn't get back, but then Maguire was pushing up quite a lot, almost playing as a CDM at times.
I do have to say something, though, for anyone who watches this that may support Liverpool and may have given me shit for signing Thiago and him not coming to United. Take a look at Thiago's appearances for Liverpool and the win percentage, his pass ratio. It is absolutely damning, shocking. I watched him tonight. He was fucking blowing after 20 minutes. Blowing. Pogba was doing him for pace. Passed it. He's done.
Well, that's the difference. Liverpool got Thiago, and obviously we signed Bruno. And I tell you what, I know I don't want to turn this into the Bruno channel, but has there been a Manchester United player since the last Portuguese magician that came to the club that has had such a massive impact? I look at him sometimes, and I genuinely feel like if Bruno was to stay at the club longer, he's on course to be one of the greats anyway, if he stays with Manchester United. But I don't think I've ever seen a footballer come to a club and transform its fortunes by himself. Because we were pretty shit before we got Bruno in.
Yeah, we were woeful, weren't we? We were a different club. We were an average club. We were turning into a mid-table team. And I think we were at last chance saloon, weren't we? And it was only because of some injuries that we actually went out and signed Bruno. That's how bad it got. But he's turned United around, hasn't he? And he's just, the confidence just oozes from him. And he's turned some bang average players into title contenders, hasn't he? Let's not beat around the bush.
I love the fact that Pogba and Bruno are starting to learn to play with each other as well. I know it's only a couple of minutes, really, second half. But I mean, just in general, I think it's taken a rocket up Pogba's arse to get his head out of the clouds, and it's more about we instead of me. And I think Bruno must be having some sort of effect on him, just banging that, getting that mentality and banging that into his head to say, look, we're a team and we need to go. And I'll tell you what I loved about Bruno as well, and this is again what is a criticism of Maguire, is that at some point on the BBC, when it cut back to him, I think it was like on the 87th minute, 88th minute, he was shouting at everybody to keep their shape and to press. And I thought that was class, absolutely fucking class, yet again.
Yeah. He's a leader, isn't he? Absolute pure leader.
So I haven't seen what Ollie said after the match, so I was a little bit excited and ran up here to record this. And I also haven't seen what Jurgen Klopp said. So can you fill us in on any of that, Joe?
Yeah, Ollie just said that he thought United just needed to go out and attack. They were at a point now in the season where they're near firing all cylinders and just needed to go for it. He kept Bruno out the team, gave Donny van de Beek a chance. He knew that Bruno would be eager to get involved.
Yeah.
And he's been staying behind training, taking free kicks. He knew if he'd get one, he'd bang it in, which I love it when they say that because it always happens, doesn't it? But yeah, Van de Beek, I know you're going to say something about that. He had a chance to shine tonight and he didn't, did he?
I don't think he was bad though. I was just about to say, like, we totally glossed over that at the start. Donny actually got a start against Liverpool. Big opportunity for him to take. I don't think he was bad. I just don't think he was effective as such.
Yeah, I don't think he got into the game.
But then again, when you're not playing regular football and you're not part of the first team setup as consistently as I suppose a lot of the other players are, then you're not going to hit the ground running as such, are you? Not unless there's something super special. Yeah.
I get that. I completely get that, mate. But me and you both know his next chance is not going to be until West Ham in the Cup or Europa League.
Potentially. Rashy's had a knock. So we could see, I mean, it'll probably be the return of Martial unless we play Pogba, up there again and rest Mace. Mace looked a little bit tired at the end of it. Took his goal well, saw Cavani lose his shit with Mason Greenwood twice because he wasn't giving him the ball. Thought that was class.
Yeah.
But he's a young lad. He wants to score goals, and hence why he scored so many last year.
Yeah. And Dirty Robertson shouting at Greenwood when he took his chance. Dirty. Absolute dirty, that. Love it, though, but dirty.
I tell you what I like about Cavani, and it must be his age, is that because he shouted at Rashford like the week before, didn't he, against Fulham? And he's shouting at Greenwood this week. It kind of seems like he is dad up top, and he's shouting at these little whippersnappers that just want to take shots from here, there, and everywhere.
It's like Zlatan, isn't it? It's just experience, class experience, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, Zlatan turned Rashy into a world beater, didn't he? More or less.
Yeah, of course he did. And Cavani's movement is, when you watch him and when you try and analyse him in a game, sometimes he's playing CDM.
Yeah.
For someone of his age, he gets about the pitch. He puts people under pressure. His movement's amazing. He's always looking up. He's running in and out of defenders to get on the end of things. He's unbelievable.
Mate,
we've not had a player like that in a long time.
You know when the ball came to him and he did like a pirouette type thing and rolled it into Rashy's path from one of
Greenwood, wasn't it?
The Greenwood's path. Oh, majestic! Absolutely
fucking brilliant.
Majestic. Like I say, man, it's such a shame we've got him at 33 and not 26, 27, because he would have done some damage in the Premiership.
Yeah, they'll keep him from another season though, won't they?
Yeah, maybe, but I hope it's more of a case of we keeping him around the younger lads rather than we're relying on him, because does look a little bit now we're playing him more that we're actually relying on him as our number 9. Tony got dropped. Thank God. Thank fucking God.
He needed to, didn't he?
It would have been a different game had we played him tonight. We wouldn't have maintained the pressure that we did when we went forward with Tony on the pitch. And I don't think we'd have soaked up as much pressure as well because the outlook wouldn't have been there. Whereas Cavani will hold the ball. Tony won't. Or Tony can't. I don't know what's up with him at the moment.
Just out of form. No confidence. Needs to pick himself off the floor and just get back at it. I think if we keep going on a streak of wins and keep scoring goals, it'll come back. All it'll take is a moment of genius for him and everyone will be raving about him again.
Well, the next moment of genius we've got is Sheffield United.
Yeah, we could proper dip them, couldn't we, midweek? It'd be nice.
Would you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon we'll do them. I reckon United have got a game coming soon where we're going to absolutely tear a team apart. And then people are going to go, shit, they could really win the league here. It's not yet. It's not happened yet, but it's going to come.
I think a few people are starting to look at us now. And I think after today's result, it's definitely going to be a case where Man United aren't here just for a free ride. Because we are legitimately making moves now. And I didn't think we'd be at this point. I didn't think, one, we'd probably be this far in the cup. I didn't think for a start we'd be at the top of the league. And going forward, we could effectively beat West Ham. We can beat Sheffield. We can beat Arsenal. We've got some easy games coming up. Some pretty decent run. Whereas City's run is a little bit tougher than ours.
Yeah, isn't it?
I think Arsenal is the only banana skin potentially we could face.
Yeah, I just hope City draw a couple. I can't see City getting beat, but I can see them struggling to score. So we'll see.
Our next lot of fixtures is what I was just looking up. We've got Sheffield United, then we've got Arsenal, Southampton, Everton, West Brom, Newcastle, and they don't change until the 28th of February when we play Chelsea and Man City. Then after that, West Ham, Palace, Brighton, Spurs, Burnley, Leeds. So really, we've got Chelsea, City, Spurs, and potentially the Arsenal game out of the next 10 games.
Yeah.
That could be, a danger. And then you look at City's games, and they've got Liverpool, Spurs, United, Arsenal, Leicester. So there is potential there for City to drop more points.
Yeah, they've got their biggest games of the season there, haven't they?
That only leaves 8 left then to play, so it could be a shootout. I don't want to shoot out like it was all those years ago where Aguero won the title.
No, can't be arsed with that. Be arsed with that. But yeah, it's a brilliant result for United fans today, and for Ollie as well because he's took some shit, hasn't he? And at least he's done Klopp.
Yeah, and Klopp seems to be losing a lot of friends here at the moment.
Lost the plot, hasn't he? He's lost the plot.
Ollie seems to be gaining a hell of a lot of influence, and it's nice to see because, like we were saying, we were on the cusp, weren't we? At one point, I never called for it, and I don't think you did either. But I think we were on the cusp of Ollie out, especially after the Champions League, and now all of a sudden,
we were
very much Ollie in. McSauce, Fred's amazing. Luke Shaw's the best player in the fucking world. Bruno Fernandes, best player in the Premiership. Cavani's not a panic buy anymore. Pogba, we can't drop him. Marcus Rashford feeding teams, fucking goals, feeding the nation. Like, it's been such a turnaround in the past 2 months. Manchester United have gone from being this laughing stock to this actual force of fucking nature. So on to the next one. The only thing that I feel might derail us now, and I'm a bit worried about it, is the Europa League.
Nah, we'll play fucking kids in it, mate.
You reckon?
Yeah, we'll play kids in it. He said in an interview, didn't he, the other day, that the league is all that matters. And that's for me. He'll play Dan James. One matter if he don't leave. Maybe Jesse Lingard will get a game if he's still in that squad, because he just turns up when he wants these days, doesn't he? Can't get a game for anyone.
Yeah, one player that we didn't see today that they were saying that a lot a lot of reports were coming out was Diallo was going to play today.
Yeah, I think everyone hyped him up far too much, and I reckon Ollie's just thought it's too much pressure. I think they'll play him when there's no pressure on him. He can go out and just have 15, 20 minutes. Against Liverpool in the FA Cup, all that hype all week, it's too much pressure, that. For a lad that's barely played football, competitive football. Are you joking?
What do you make to the fact that he's taking Jesse's spot? Do you think it's more down to Jesse's attitude or the fact that he...
Well, I reckon there's obviously something... Jesse gives everything, doesn't he? Yeah, he's been badly out of form. He's not been scoring, but he gives everything on the pitch. He runs around. Something must have happened. Can't just be because he's that bad out of form, because he'd still do a job. I'd rather bring Jesse Lingard on than Dan James. So something must have gone on behind the scenes, whether he's struggling with something. But then I'm hearing that he's turning down loan moves to like Sheffield United. Who knows, But he seems finished at United, doesn't he? He's done.
If you're losing your squad place, it's a pretty sure thing that maybe...
Yeah. Finished.
But we've offered him the year extension, didn't we?
We took it, hasn't he? They've signed that. That's done.
Yeah, which he took. So, and then to lose your squad place, because we brought a sort of an unknown in at this point, seems really, really strange. But like you say, we know he's been struggling with his mental health. There's been issues with his family, hasn't there, off the field? But he just, I don't know with Jesse. He needs a move. He desperately needs.
It's a shame because he's done so much for the club. Like, I'll never forget him scoring against Arsenal and some mint goals. But I wish him all the luck wherever it may be. But
against Pardew.
Yeah, I loved it
in the FA Cup. Right. Well, speaking of FA Cups, that was Manchester United versus Liverpool. United 3, Liverpool 2. Scousers. Liverpool's that way, and by the looks of your league in cup form, the only way is down. I'm Jay from Back of the Internet. That's been Joe, and we are out of here. Joe, as always, pleasure.
See you soon.
He's walking past people. Oh my God!